How many beautiful moments have you missed because you were lost in your own thoughts? How many times have you let a great opportunity slip by because you were too busy analyzing every tiny detail? Overthinking. It feels like your brain is a hamster on a wheel, running endlessly but getting nowhere. It drains your energy, steals your peace, and locks you in a mental prison. But what if I told you that you hold the key to escape? What if you could reclaim your mental space and start living in the present moment fully and freely? In this video, we're going to break down what overthinking is, why we do it, and most importantly, I'll share practical, simple steps you can take today to stop your mind from running in circles and start living a more peaceful, decisive life. So, what exactly is overthinking? It's not the same as thoughtful problem solving. It's when your mind gets stuck in a loop. It's replaying a past conversation over and over again, dissecting every word you said, every look someone gave you. It's worrying excessively about the future, creating 100 different scenarios, most of which are negative and will probably never happen. It's that constant voice in your head that imagines the worst-case scenario for everything. What if I fail the interview? What if they didn't like what I said? What if I make the wrong choice? This isn't productive. It's a cycle of repetitive, unhelpful thoughts that keeps you trapped in anxiety and doubt, preventing you from moving forward. It's like being stuck in mental quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Now, let's explore why we fall into this trap. For many of us, it starts with a deep-seated fear of failure. We believe that if we think about every possible outcome, we can prevent things from going wrong. Another huge factor is the fear of what other people think. We analyze our actions and words, trying to manage everyone's perception of us, which is an impossible and exhausting task. Past emotional trauma can also play a big role. If you've been hurt before, your brain might go into overdrive trying to protect you from getting hurt again, even when there's no real threat. And sometimes it's simply a matter of having too much unstructured free time. When our minds are idle, they tend to wander, and often they wander into worry. Loneliness can amplify this, as we have no one to bounce our thoughts off of. Finally, a lack of clarity about our life goals can lead to overthinking. When you don't know where you're going, it's easy to get lost in a fog of what-ifs and indecision. This constant mental churn isn't harmless. The dangers of overthinking are real and can significantly impact your well-being. The most immediate effect is a spike in anxiety and stress. Your body is constantly in a state of high alert because your mind is always perceiving threats, real or imagined. This can lead to serious sleep problems like insomnia. How can you sleep when your brain won't shut off? Your focus takes a hit too. It's as hard to concentrate on your work or be present with your loved ones when your mind is a million miles away, stuck in a worry loop. Ironically, all this thinking actually leads to poor decision-making. You get so overwhelmed by all the possibilities and potential negatives that you end up with analysis paralysis, unable to make any choice at all. This whole process is emotionally exhausting. It drains your mental batteries, leaving you feeling tired, irritable, and depleted. In more severe cases, chronic overthinking can be a contributing factor to depression, creating a cycle of negative thoughts that feels impossible to break. If you're feeling this way, please know that reaching out to a mental health professional is a sign of strength. Okay, enough about the problem. Let's talk about solutions. How do we actually stop this? Here are 5 practical techniques you can use the moment you catch yourself overthinking. First, interrupt the thought immediately. The second you notice your mind starting to spiral, mentally shout, "Stop, be firm." This breaks the pattern. Then, if you can, change your physical location instantly. If you're on your bed, get up and go to the kitchen. If you're at your desk, step outside for a minute. This physical shift helps create a mental shift. Second, move your body. Overthinking is pent-up mental energy. You need to release it physically. Go for a brisk walk. Do some jumping jacks. Put on some music and clean your room. Do some stretching or even take a shower. The goal is to get out of your head and into your body. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters, and it forces your mind to focus on the present physical sensations instead of abstract worries. You don't need a full gym session. Even 5 minutes of movement can work wonders. Third, write everything down. This is my personal favorite. Grab a piece of paper and a pen and just dump everything that's in your head. Don't censor it. Don't worry about grammar or making sense. Just write. All the fears, the worries, the repetitive thoughts, get them out of your mind and onto the paper. This does 2 things. It provides a massive sense of relief. like clearing pressure from your head, and it allows you to look at your thoughts from a distance. Often, when you see them written down, they lose their power and you can see how irrational some of them are. Fourth, control your breathing. When we overthink, our breathing often becomes shallow and quick, which keeps our body in a state of stress. You can reverse this with a simple breathing exercise. Try the 4 to 6 method. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, and then exhale even more slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Focusing on the count and the physical sensation of breathing anchors you in the present moment and activates your body's relaxation response. Do this for just a minute or two, and you'll feel a noticeable sense of calm wash over you. And fifth, ask yourself this powerful question. Can I do anything to control this right now? Be honest with yourself. If the answer is yes, for example, you're worried about an upcoming presentation, then take a small, actionable step. You could practice your opening lines or review your slides. Taking action replaces anxiety with a sense of control. But if the answer is no, like worrying about what someone thought of a comment you made yesterday, then you must consciously choose to let it go. You cannot control the past or other people's minds. Acknowledging this lack of control is incredibly liberating. It gives you permission to release the burden. Now, beyond these in-the-moment fixes, building daily habits is key to preventing overthinking from taking hold in the first place. Start a simple gratitude practice. Every day, write down or just think of 3 things you're grateful for. This trains your brain to focus on the positive instead of the negative. Another huge one. Reduce your phone usage, especially social media. Constantly consuming other people's highlight reels is a recipe for comparison and anxiety. Create a better sleep routine. A well-rested mind is far less likely to fall into anxious thought patterns. Try to organize your day with a simple to-do list. This provides structure and clarity, leaving less room for your mind to wander aimlessly. And finally, practice trusting the process of life and letting go. You can't control everything, and that's okay. Have faith in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Remember this, your mind is a powerful tool, but it should be a tool that you control, not a prison that controls you. You are the master of your mind, not the other way around. Don't let your thoughts steal the joy from your life. Life is messy, unpredictable, and beautiful, and it's meant to be lived, not overanalyzed from the sidelines. Start today. The next time a worry pops into your head, try one of these techniques. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. It's a practice, not a perfect science. You have the power to quiet the noise and find peace within. Thanks for watching. If this helped, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it.